to Chronic Fitness, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who's subscribed to my channel, has been paying attention and following me and supporting me. If you have not done it yet, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below on the videos that you want me to make. Hate on me, whatever suits your fancy. Please share me on your WhatsApp status. We're over 300 subscribers now, and I'm so humble and grateful. We're on the road to 1,000. That's my first goal. I'm hoping to get there before the end of October. So I have a video that I promised everyone that has been widely requested on how to lose body fat, specifically around the tummy area. So this morning, I put out a short version earlier in the week, a few days ago, and now we're gonna hit the long format now. So the first thing you need to do when if you've been following me, you know that I have been overweight several times in my life. And if you go to my Instagram at Chronic Fitness on IG, you can see a bunch of my transformation pictures from different periods of my life where I was overweight, got in shape, overweight, got in shape. So I'm well experienced in this area that a lot of people find themselves into. So the first thing you have to do when you are in this situation is you need to make a serious decision without turning back, and you know that this is the time I'm going to get healthy and I'm going to do this. And after you make the decision, that's the first step. Then the second step is to know that the most common cause of being overweight is food. It starts here in the kitchen, and this is going to be the hardest part because it's the part that requires the most amount of effort. It's the lifestyle change, the breaking the habits, and it deals with the hormones in the body. You know, emotions are tied to food. Food is a cultural thing. And unfortunately, when it comes down to the science, there's not a lot of wiggle room with how you eat. You really need to eat a very clean and healthy way and make sure that your proportions are under control. And you're really mindful of what you're putting inside your mouth. Otherwise, the weight loss isn't going to happen. This is how we got here to being overweight, is eating incorrectly, and now we need to reverse that. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but once you get a hold of it and you become disciplined and make it a habit of eating healthy, then now we've got something, right? Now you've got something sustainable. It's finding that balance in your life that you're able to maintain and do. So what I do after the last few times I've done this journey that you are about to go on, if you're in this position in life, is I know that if I have unhealthy food in my house, I'm gonna eat it. Even now, up until this day, I don't keep unhealthy food in my house. There's no soda, there's no chips, there's nothing processed, nothing from frozen that has added chemicals. All my food is whole food, fresh from the farm. So what I do is I go through my kitchen and I literally just go through and I start throwing away everything. I just go through and all the processed bullcrap food, I just throw it out. So cookies, packaged processed snacks, food, gone. Alcohol, the one that most people have a lot of problems with. Even if they eat healthy, even athletes that I coach have an issue with this. If you're really serious about weight loss or getting healthy and fit, you really should cut out all alcohol, including wine. I hear a lot of people say, oh, wine is okay, right? No, wine is not okay. Wine is still alcohol, which is poison to the body. It's catabolic. It's detrimental to weight loss and being fit. It's the opposite. So if you can, cut this out completely. Trash. Just trash it. So I just go through here. I clean out my kitchen. That's the first step. Just get rid of all the garbage that's weighing you down from keeping you successful. And that's going to be the hardest part, because after you clean all of this out, then all you have left is the food that you don't prefer to eat, the unhealthy stuff, the really healthy food. You may even have an empty kitchen. You might have to go out shopping again. That's totally okay. So the next thing I want to talk about after you've cleaned out all the bad food is now your portion size and the food choices you're making. When you go into your refrigerator, are you looking at a whole bunch of cakes, delivery food, leftover stuff, boxed? Is it trash? Or are you looking at like whole food vegetables, tomatoes, peas? Like, is it stuff that only you can cook with? The more you go to a restaurant, the more you get delivery food, the more you go to the supermarket and you get packaged, microwavable foods, the harder it's going to be for you to be able to lose weight. So try to get your refrigerator to where it's just whole food cooking stuff as much as possible. And then the last thing that you have to do with your diet is know the basic principles of how fat works in the body. How do you become fat? So really, when it comes down to eating and gaining weight, it's energy in and energy out. How much are you putting in your body, and then how much are you expending during the day? How much are you moving? How much of your energy does your body require to do what you're doing? So if you're eating more than what your body requires for energy, then it's going to store it as fat. If you're eating less than what your body requires for energy, then it was forced to find the energy from somewhere else in your body, aka your fat storage, and that's how we lose weight. So if you're eating these big bowls of food, then I suggest that you go down to something smaller. If you're eating food that comes usually in a sized bowl like this, I highly recommend you start trying to get your meals down to something like this. Even if you're eating like 4 to 8 meals a day that are this size, it's going to be a lot better than 3, 4, 5 meals a day of something like this. So you really need to cut your portion size down and control how much you eat, because it's not only about what you eat, that's the biggest part of it, what you're eating, but the second biggest part of it is how much you're eating, and they're both equally important. You have to do both of them. So the last thing to know about weight loss, right, is that a lot of people believe that you can just focus on one part of the body, lose the weight there, and then that's fine. Like, oh, I need to lose belly fat, so I can just do a whole bunch of sit-ups and crunches and ab exercises, lose the belly fat, and that's it. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work that way. Now, the reason why people believe that is because the body is tooled and designed more likely than not to put the body fat into the belly, because the liver is what processes the glycogen and creates the energy for the body. So when you have a surplus of energy, the liver needs to store it as fat, and the most convenient place is around the belly. So that's why people think that, oh, well, because I gained all my weight in the belly, I can just reverse it the same way. Unfortunately, no. Weight loss usually happens through the total body at once overall. So if you start getting thinner, you're going to get thinner in your legs, your back, your arms, and then your belly as well. It'll all happen at the same time, but because the belly is usually the largest area of body fat storage, it's going to take the longest time. It'll be the last piece to finally get all the body fat destroyed. So this is a systemic thing. So now that we've covered some of the basic principles and mindset and things that you need to do and clear out of your life as far as the eating, the next thing I want to go over is some basic principles of things that you can do to get yourself to move more, burn more energy, and some examples so you can do this and implement it in your life completely and be on your road to success. So I'll see you guys in the gym. So the second part of what you need to do to lose some body fat, or especially around the belly, is to move more. So if you can and you have the ability to, definitely join a quality gym nearby with you, and if you're even especially luckier, hire a coach like myself. If those are not options for you, then I want to go over a little bit of some of the things you can do on your own that'll get you moving more and it'll help you along your weight loss journey. So if you don't have access to a gym, then some of the things you can do is join a team, playing some sports. You could take walks, you can get a dog, you can get lots of things, anything to get yourself moving some more. But I'm a big fan of calisthenics, and you can do this at home. You can YouTube workouts, Google it, no problem. But some of the examples of this would be jumping jacks, push-ups, burpees, side straddle hops, squat jumps, anything that will get your body whole moving together and get your blood moving and going. Now, some of the other things you can do is you can get a bike. and do some biking. Do this, some cardio. We can do running on a treadmill, swimming in a pool, hiking, anything that's gonna get you going, right? Now, for those who are really specifically looking to target their belly fat, then what you can do now, doing core exercises is not going to automatically make the weight loss in your belly go faster. But what it will do is it'll get you more definition in your core muscles, your abs, and when you get leaner and start losing that body fat, your six-pack will be better defined and easier to see at a faster rate. So some of the things I like to do is you can do some planks and just hold it as long as you can. You can do some crunches with your legs lifted up. You can do leg lifts. You can do bicycles. Anything that's going to target the core. But any movement is going to be beneficial to you because you're going to be burning more calories. And if you're eating less and you're moving more, eventually, if you stick with it long enough, you're going to meet your goals and get the healthy, fit, sexy looking body that you're looking for.